And yeah, Jeremy Doku, like I said, with the third goal, and City, they absolutely destroyed Chelsea. Absolutely destroyed. 3-0. Brilliant performance from City. It was a man against boys in the second half. Absolutely fantastic. And a huge win for Pep Guardiola's side, considering Arsenal lost the day before. So City had to respond to, decrease the gap between them and Arsenal. And they did that fantastically well. City coming back, winning 3-0. Very, very important win for Manchester City. And they are now, like I said, 6 points behind Arsenal, but City have a game in hand. And next week, obviously, Manchester City play against Arsenal at home. So, yeah, and you look at the goal difference as well. I mean, the goal differences are quite similar. Arsenal 38 plus goal difference. Manchester City 35 plus goal difference. If Man City beat Arsenal next week, and they win against Burnley before Arsenal play their next game in the Premier League after Man City, that means City are going to be level on points with Arsenal, and City going to be top of the Premier League on goal difference. So, like, it tells you this Premier League title title race has taken a huge twist, especially after Arsenal losing yesterday and City winning today. It's taken a huge twist. But let's be honest, it should not have been this close. It should not take. This game. It should not be. This title race should not go to. Should not make the game in Etihad that decisive. But the team who's made that decisive is Arsenal. If they had won that game against Bournemouth yesterday, no problem, no shenanigans, everything's sweet and everything else, smooth, no problems. Arsenal would have two fingers on the Premier League title, but they absolutely effed it up against Bournemouth, and City smelled blood. They took advantage of it yesterday, and now, if City win next week, they're most likely to win the Premier League now. So it should not have gone to this place. It should not have gone to this situation for Arsenal where they're like, let's avoid losing to win the title against Man City. Like, it should not be like before they lost to Bournemouth. It was like Arsenal, yeah, they could still lose to City, but they should still go on and win the league. Now, because of these stupid lost points against Bournemouth, it's taken a huge twist. But great win. But for City to come back, for City to still be in this position, to still be there, despite all the problems they had. Obviously, the difficult start of the season. They had some blips. They had some difficult games away from home, a lot of games at home away from home, except Liverpool and Chelsea yesterday, where they were struggling. And obviously, they had the poor run of form in January, where they had 4 winless games in the Premier League, where they were losing to Bodo Glimt, and then they might drop points twice against Nottingham Forest and West Ham. For them to be still in a title race, they got knocked out Champions League. For them to still be in the title race, still within a chance of winning the Premier League, and to win the Carabao Cup, and have a chance to win 3 trophies, despite all the problems that Guardiola and City have to face this season, is incredible. It's incredible. I know people say, oh, but they spent a lot of money, but they brought in players in January, but still you have to give them a lot of credit, because they've had a lot of issues to deal with this season, and for them to be still in the title race and to win the Carabao Cup and still to be within a chance of winning 3 trophies, domestic treble, that would be fantastic. If Guardiola wins, the domestic trebles this season, considering all the issues he had to face, he and his team, and also the transitional rebuilding season, as people would say, that would be fantastic, absolutely fantastic for City and for Pep. So, yeah, but this, like, obviously City know that next week they have to win. City know next week they have to win against Arsenal. They know they have to win, mathematically and psychologically. Because I think if City wins psychologically, if City in their head, they'll be like, if we beat them, we would make them, look scared and look mentally crushed, So this is a massive game for City and for Arsenal. This coming up on Sunday. I can't wait. I mean, it should not have been gone to this game to decide the title. It should not be. But Arsenal have put themselves in this situation because of their F-ups. So yeah, and you clearly City are picking at the right time. Like, I saw a stat or a record, I think yesterday, or the Guardiola's record compared to Arteta's record in April, and it is Man City's and Guardiola's best record. It only comes in April, whereas worst record in April for Arsenal and Arteta is in April. So it's funny how it plays out. So I think Guardiola has something like 79% win rate, and Arteta has something like 40%. So yeah, you can clearly see City are picking at the right time. They won 2-0 against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. They won the Carabao Cup. They destroyed Liverpool in FA Cup 4-0, keeping a clean sheet, and they won 3-0 against Chelsea away from home. Three big teams, and they won against all of them and keeping 3 clean sheets. City are peaking at the right time. They are peaking at the right time. They are getting slightly but surely they're getting better, and they are peaking at the right time. Against Liverpool, Liverpool. I mean, they're dreadful. They beat City. They beat Arsenal in the cup final, where you think like, Arsenal. They missed the opportunity here. But you look at this game also, considering City were not good in the first half. You're like, yeah, this is the City that we all know. They're coming. The Sharks are coming, as people would say. So, fantastic win, a fantastic performance for City, particularly in the second half. And it's a very important win, and it's a big game, like I said, coming on next Sunday. I think if City beat Arsenal, I think Arsenal mentally will crumble. They will drop points, and they're going to drop more points, and they're going to be more scared. I mean, if they were scared against Bournemouth on Saturday, considering they were 9 points clear, and they had the chance to go 12 points clear. Imagine if they're 1 point ahead of City, or same points number of as City. So I think if City beat Arsenal, City should go win the Premier League. If it ends a draw, then Arsenal have a great chance to win the Premier League. But if Arsenal go there and win at the Etihad, then it changes everything, and it's in the hands of Arsenal, and Arsenal have a brilliant opportunity to win the title. But if I'm being very honest, I don't think Arteta will go to the Etihad playing for a win. I don't think so. I don't think he'll go there for a win. I don't think so. I think he and his team, considering how mentally fragile they were on Saturday against Bournemouth, I think they will go there and win. So I think they will go there not to lose. They will not go there for a win. I don't think so. We know Arteta. We know how Arsenal have been approaching these kind of big games in the past couple of years. They're not going to go there for a win. They're going to go there to get a draw. I'm pretty sure of that. And City are more than capable enough over 90 minutes to find one chance to score. More than good enough. So it's going to be very critical how Arteta is going to approach that game. Is he going to go for it and be brave and going to actually no, you know what, I'm going to stand up to Guardiola Man City, and we're going to show them why we deserve to win this Premier League title? Or, as we've seen in the past, Arsenal crumble, they park the bus, and it doesn't work. So this is a massive game, and it could differ. This upcoming week for Arsenal, it's a season-defining week. The Champions League and the Premier League, and City also. This is also a league-defining game, a title-defining game for them as well. They know if they win this game, if they win that game on Sunday next week against Arsenal, they have a great opportunity to win the league. If they don't win that game, it's going to be very difficult for City to win the Premier League. Now let's move on to Chelsea. I mean, what can I say? I mean, Enzo Fernandez was not involved, and they still lost 3-0. Chelsea are dreadful. Chelsea are absolutely dreadful. They're a terrible team to watch. They're poor. They've got nothing about them that is something special. Going forward, they're dreadful. Defensively, they're dreadful. They're 6th in the Premier League. They're 4 points behind Liverpool in 5th. They're not going to qualify for the Champions League. They are more closer to Brentford than Everton and Brighton and Sunderland and those teams than to Liverpool for 5th. Chelsea are more in danger of not qualifying for Europe next season. They have the FA Cup where they could go to the final, but I think City should beat them if they face each other in the final. But I would also be surprised if Leeds United beat them in the FA Cup semi-final, because with this Chelsea side is yeah, they are dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Um, let's move on to Serie A. Parma draw 1-1 with Napoli. Napoli missed the opportunity to, kind of put pressure on Inter before they play against Como. Napoli dropped points, and Inter Milan. Speaking of Inter Milan, they had a great comeback against Como. Como were 2-0 up, but Inter Milan with a fantastic comeback. Thuram scoring before half time, and then the second half, Thuram scoring at 49th minute, and for Inter Milan to complete the comeback with 2 winning goals from the Dumfries. Como got pulled one back in towards the end, but Inter Milan go on and win the game. Fantastic win for Inter, for them to come back against a side like Como, who are a very good team. Considering Como were 2-0 up and away from home, for Inter to come back and to win in that way, you have to give them a lot of credit. Fantastic, and it shows of a sign of a champions that despite these kind of difficult situations, you're able to come back, and Inter did that fantastically well. Brilliant comeback from Inter, and they're now 9 points clear of Napoli. I can't see Inter not winning the Premier League, not winning the Serie A. Sorry, 9 points clear of Napoli, 12 points clear of AC Milan. I cannot see Inter not winning the title. They have it in their hands, and they should win it. Como a big missed opportunity, considering they were 2-0 up, like I said. And they had a chance to go above Juve for 4th position. So yeah, but great, fantastic comeback for Inter Milan. Brilliant win, and it's a big one for Chievo, the manager of Inter Milan. I mean, Chievo. Inter Milan. I don't think they've been that great this season, in my opinion. If I'm being very honest, maybe they'll accept the last 2 games where they won 5-2 against Roma and they came back the way they did against Como, fantastic comeback. But I don't think they've been that great because they got knocked out in the Champions League. They got knocked out in the Champions League by Bodo Glimt. They lost the Supercoppa Italia. However, they could still have 2 trophies. They could still win the league, and they could still win the Italian Cup as they have Como in the second leg once again coming up next week. So I don't think this Inter side is as good as, let's say, last season. Not as good as Inzaghi's side from 2023-2024, where they were reaching Champions League final and they won the title in a comfortable margin. But if they win the title and if they win the Italian Cup this season, it will still be a good season for Inter, and for them, especially after the first season after Inzaghi leaving, and for them to win domestic double will be a great achievement for Chievo and for his team. Today's game, Manchester United against Leeds United. Manchester United they played the first game of football they played their first game in football for the first time since 20th of March today. They play against Leeds United, who are trying to fight for relegation and stay away from relegation. They obviously just reached the FA Cup semi-final a week ago against West Ham. They're 3 points clear of Tottenham. However, if Leeds win their game today against Man United, they got 6 points clear of Tottenham. So it's a big game for both sides. Leeds trying to stay up, and for Man United should qualify for the Champions League. I mean, they are 7 points clear of Chelsea. However, if they win today, they have a chance to go 10 points clear of Chelsea before they obviously both face each other on next Saturday. So big game for both sides, and obviously there's a bit of a rivalry as well between these 2 clubs, Man United and Leeds United. Leeds United, going forward, they're a very good team. They can attack really well. Defensively, they're shaky, but going forward, they're a very good team. They can score goals. Whereas Man United, they're at home. They've been very good since Michael Carrick came in, and they have to win this game to have to increase the gap between them and Chelsea, with 6 games to go, and for them to finish. And I think they should finish 3rd as well, because if you look at Manchester United's remaining games. They've got Chelsea away, which they could easily beat them. They've got Leeds at home, which I think United should beat them. Brentford at home, which I think United should beat them. Liverpool at home, you would back United to beat them, considering Liverpool's current form. Sunderland away might be tricky. Nottingham Forest at home, I think United should beat them, even though Nottingham Forest are fighting for relegation. Brighton have nothing to play for, even though it's away. So United have got decent fixtures coming up, maybe except the except the Liverpool game and Nottingham Forest. But they've got other good, decent fixtures. So I think United should finish 3rd, and I think today is a game where even though there's a big rivalry, and obviously Leeds United will give everything to stop to beat United, and Leeds United are fighting to stay relegation. I expect United to win this game, so I'll go for a 2-1 win for Manchester United. That's it, guys. Thank you. I wish you have a nice day. See you next time, and goodbye.